Rob Reiner.
Thank you. I'm going to say just a few words about my pop, who I love very much. This is a Lifetime Creative Achievement Award, so part of the creative achievement is his son Lucas and his daughter Annie and myself. These are creative achievements. Maybe not as funny as that Steve Martin thing, but sometimes funny. He has given me, aside from life, all of my values, not just in my work, but in how I live my life as a person on this planet. He is one of the most decent people you will ever meet. He's got just wonderful attitudes that he's imparted on not only me, but his other children. And hopefully, I think we're living fairly decent lives because of him, and also my mother. But we're not honoring my mother tonight. If we were to do that, then I would say just as nice things about her. I did give her a good line in a film, When Harry Met Sally. I'll have what she's having. So obviously, I think a great deal of her. But tonight is for my Pop, and I love him dearly, and I'm very happy to be here, Pop. And what else can I say? Give me a big hug and a kiss.
Every year, the American Comedy Awards honors a writer, director, or producer for his or her contributions to the world of comedy. I mean, where would we be without them? They're the ones we blame when it doesn't go well. Tonight, we're blaming Rob Reiner, a multi-talented creator who really deserves this recognition. I've always loved Rob Reiner's films, but there's been one thing missing in all of them: me. Well, at any rate, Rob, let's get on with this award. I'm sorry, this is neither the time nor the place to vent my feelings. Robbie, this is your night. We're going to tell you all about Rob's life and career. But first, we want you to hear from someone who has known him longer than anyone, other than his parents. He's probably one of Rob's earliest comic inspirations, certainly an inspiration for all of us. Rob's good friend and advisor on foreign markets, our pal, Sid Caesar.
Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Et vous allons entendre ça pour les temps les mêmes. Chevreuils dont l'on sont promis pendant les 3 dîners ensemble. Le ton de la famille, les chevreuils sont très bien affamables. On va tenir le grand directeur, Robert Reiner. Voltaire, Marshall Foch, ils sont très bien affamables. Son lanceur Debussy, là, son barème de femmes, et là, toutes les people là, qui le vont dans les îles, sont soit les femmes dans les îles, et quand ils sont vraiment la Samarienne. Guten Abend, meine Herren und meine Herren. Gefallen Sie an Richtern an Stubbe Auerheimt und Robert Reiner? Gefallen Sie an Richt von das ganze Direktor und Schlapper und Recht von Anderheit und Schlieber noch Sigmund Freud beim anderen Gefallen Sie an Richt von der Schlapper Friedrich Nietzsche, der andere Schlieber und Beethoven und Mozart und andere Schlieberande und dann Robert Reiner. Es gefallen Sie an Richt von der Stubbe rein. Aber Reiner, der ganze. Die Schlapperei nie bei angefallen über andere Fehler. Buonasera, signore e signorine. Mi cosa fa lo piace così nel calore mepioso, la grande signore del direttore, Bolofiola, minatore Vittorio Vedesiche, bella che piace. Marconi, e per la chiusa di Fabana Cinegati. Sono sila Galileo Galilei, bella Colavacci, ne posso una che viene. Sono tasilano così na Valotti, Michelangelo, Andrea Borti, per la cosa, l'equipe, la poppa di. Due su, dai su. Ai due dunci, su da. Due su, sa lo chiede. Un sangue usci, un zaino go. Poi so, Robert Reiner. May you have many, many more, and thank you.
I don't know why I'm wearing these. I took them off a person who just passed out, but they looked attractive. What was that? Oh, he's dead. Oh. What would a tribute be without congratulations from all your closest friends? Here he is now.
Rob, I've been the recipient of the award you're getting, and it's a wonderful feeling to have your peers say that your body of work, and apparently your body needs a lot of work, I'll tell you that right now, is something that they look up to and admire. And for all the years, as an actor, as a producer and a director, it's a great compliment to say that you know where funny is. And thanks for helping me find it in me.
What he said goes for me, too. Now, here's a wonderful lady who won an Academy Award, my Academy Award, for her role in Misery. My story of my life. Miss Kathy Bates. Kathy? See you later.
As some of you know, I began my work in New York in the theater. But when I came to Hollywood in 1985, I was surprised to find that many directors and producers had never set foot in a theater. But lucky for me, a filmmaker named Rob Reiner had. He not only went to the theater, he read books. And I was to have the great joy and privilege of being directed by him in the movie Misery. Rob is an actor's director. You trust him. He knows how to talk to actors, how to get inside the brains and the skin of a character, and how to orchestrate long speeches. You know, sometimes when you're asked to take on an unusually colorful role, when you go way out on a limb, it can feel like you're floating alone, way out in space. Rob is Houston. Now let's take a look at the life and career of a wonderful guy.
Hello, my name is Marty DeBerge. I'm a filmmaker.
Men and women can't be friends because the sex part always gets in the way.
You can't handle the truth.
He didn't get out of the cock-a-doodle car!
Medgar Wiley Evers.
Listen, how much is Just listen for a minute. Mr. Stein, listen to it.
I'm not hearing anything.
You would, though, if it were playing.
Director, actor, writer. Rob Reiner has majored in creative achievement, whether they be comedies, dramas, or thrillers. Rob has discovered his secret for success.
You can do a dramatic film, and you can do a broad slapstick comedy, although that is more difficult than a dramatic film. But to me, the tough thing is to do a film that has a reality base to it, that it reflects life in some manner, and also makes you laugh. That, to me, is the hardest thing in the world to do. And when it's done right, to me, it's the most glorious kind of theater, whether it be film, television, or theater.
At 6½, he experienced an epiphany when he had a vision in his bedroom.
He was about 6 years old, and he was combing his hair, and I guess he liked the way he looked in the mirror. So he said, I'm going to be an actor when I grow up. He said, but I'm going to change my name. I said, what are you going to change it to? He said, Carl.
And Rob did become an actor, appearing in many television shows and films.
Okay.
And now back to Dr. David Townsend.
We're back and we've got a guest.
Okay.
Rob's famous father, Carl Reiner, and his partner, Mel Brooks, gave Rob his first break as a writer.
When I was 16 years old, I actually wrote a joke that they used on the Ed Sullivan Show. And it was one of the greatest moments of my life, that I would think of something that Carl Reiner and Mel Brooks would actually use as part of their 2,000-Year-Old Man bit on television. and it was the derivation of applause. And they said, well, how did applause first start? And he said, well, the first guy to applaud is, a guy named Bernie. When he saw something that he liked, he would go, oh, is that good? Oh my God. He said, so if he really loves something, you could kill yourself. That's the way people applauded. Wow, I bet.
Oh, people actually hit themselves in the face.
Boy! Wow!
That hurts, though.
Yeah, you bet it hurts now.
The first guy to pull his head out was, Murray came, when nobody was looking, he pulled his head out, and the hands came together like that.
Terrific, and terrific. There's out of the applause, see? That's how Murray did it.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
In 1971, an old family friend who recognized Rob's ability to make people laugh gave him the role of Mike Stivitt.
Norman Lear told us he's very funny, and he gave him a good job, too.
You know something, Mr. Bunker? At first, I thought I misjudged you. And I was right. I did misjudge you. You're a lot more ignorant than I thought.
Say, did you hear what he called me ignorant? Well, let me tell you something. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but you are one dumb polar.
I just wanted to dispel the rumor that Gene Stapleton and I were having an affair, because it just wasn't happening.
Even if you were having an affair, whose business of theirs or ours or anybody's? It's a personal thing.
But Jerry, the point is, I wasn't having an affair.
No. Did you ever have an affair with anybody in the cast of the show?
No, of course not.
So this thing with Gene Stapleton was a very unique situation then. It was the...
Norman Lear and Carol O'Connor set a tone in those rehearsals and in the making of that show, which allowed everybody to contribute the best way they could. And it's where I learned about, crafting scripts and directing.
Rob directed his first film called This Is Spinal Tap.
My baby fits me like a flesh tuxedo. I like to sink her with my pink torpedo.
Because it was done as a rock mockumentary, pseudo-documentary, we put it together like a documentary. We shot it completely ad-lib, no script. We knew basically the structure of the film and what we wanted to have happen in a particular scene, but there was no dialogue written down, so it was all improvised.
First drummer was
John Stumpy Pepys.
And he was replaced by
Stumpy Joe. Eric Stumpy Joe Childs.
And what happened to Stumpy Joe?
Well, it's not a very pleasant story, but he died. He choked on. The official explanation was he choked on vomit.
It was actually someone else's vomit. It's not.
Exactly.
There's no real.
Well, they can't prove whose vomit it was. They don't have facilities in Scotland Yard to print.
You can't really dust for vomit.
Rob's second film was The Sure Thing.
It's fast and for hire, he's the calling wind.
The seminal movie for me was Stand By Me. It was the first movie that I made that I took a slightly different path than my father would have taken. And the fact that it worked and that it was, accepted was a very big thing for me.
A very close friend of Rob's, Billy Crystal, appeared in his next film called The Princess Bride.
We're close.
Billy Crystal also starred in Rob's next hit movie, When Harry Met Sally, which contained one of the most talked about scenes of all time.
What are you saying? That they fake orgasm?
Most women at one time or another have faked it.
Or they haven't faked it with me?
It's my favorite scene because it's funny, and it's my favorite scene because it's my mother, I immortalized my mother.
So we're shooting the deli scene on Lower East Side, New York. You got Meg Ryan, myself, and Rob's mom, Stella, sitting over there, and 40 extras, and a very sensitive scene to do for Meg. You can imagine it's very delicate to fake an orgasm in front of all of these strangers, something you do with the person you're living with.
Ooh.
Are you okay?
Oh, God.
So Rob said, no, Meg, I understand you're nervous. I'd like it like this. And he sits down opposite me. So it looks like now I'm dating Sebastian Cabot. So he starts having the fake orgasm. He starts pounding the table. He's screaming and yelling, oh, baby!
Yes! Yes! Oh!
I mean, there are gherkins flying against, hitting windows, and stuff is rattling and screaming and yelling. He's sweating like Victor Buono after Thai food. He's out of his mind, and he finishes. Everybody applauds, right? And he goes like that, and she goes, oh, I got it, right? It really helped her. So now he says, buddy, come here. I said, Rob, that was really good. He goes, I'm in a lot of trouble. I said, what? He said, I just had an orgasm in front of my mother. I said, no, you were directing. He goes, no. I just had an orgasm in front of my mother. Wardrobe.
Oh, God. Oh.
I'll have what she's having.
Oh, Misery's alive! Misery's alive! Oh, it's so romantic. Oh, this whole house is gonna be filled with romance. I'm gonna put on my Liberace records.
Rob's next two films were thrillers. Once again, Rob identified with the lead characters. One desperately wanted people to take his work seriously, and the other was searching for his own light out of the shadow of his father.
Did you order the code red?
I did the job. Did you order the code red? You're damn right I did!
Rob returned to comedy with the movie North. This was followed by another Rob Reiner mega hit, The American President.
Do I date a lot?
Yeah.
No, how about you?
Me? Well, lately I seem to be going out on a lot of first dates.
Well, then you're experienced at this.
Oh, yeah, you can ask me anything.
Well, how are we doing so far?
It's hard to say at this point. So far, it's just your typical first date stuff.
I just did a picture called Ghosts of Mississippi, and I think that of all the pictures I've done, I'm probably most proud of that.
We asked Rob if there's anything he's not proud of.
Well, I've had a lot of things that I'm not proud of. In show business, at the time, I was very thrilled to play a hippie in a Gomer Pyle show and sing "Blowin' in the Wind" with Jim Nabors. In retrospect, I'm not quite as proud of that particular episode.
How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Oh, thank you! How many times must those cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? Speaking of bands, ladies and gentlemen, how about Howard Shore and his orchestra, huh? Big round of applause, huh? He's beautiful, isn't he? Answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Rob, the moment has arrived. Get up here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, the most important people in my life are here. My father and my mother, my wife Michele, Mel Brooks and Ann Bancroft, very dear friends of the family. Sid Caesar, thank you. How brilliant was Sid Caesar? I mean, God almighty. Fabulous. Just fabulous. All the people that were influences in my life. And, you know, hey, Albert is there. Hi, Albert, my good buddy from high school, Albert Brooks. Everybody, all the people that make me laugh. They asked me when I came in, who are the people that make you laugh? I said, Mel Brooks and Albert Brooks, the Brooks brothers are the two funniest people in the world. You know, I also didn't prepare a speech. You know, I thought of things to say, and you know, you write things down, and it all sounds so very trite. And I also, you know, I improvise. I make things up, and you know, we did Spinal Tap completely improvised. So I don't know what I'm going to say, but what I think I will do is I will just, you know, speak from my heart. Whatever comes to my mind, I'm just going to let my mind go blank, and whatever comes out will just be whatever it is. So let me just take a second. Come and listen to a story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day was shooting at some food. And up from the barrel came a gold and crude. Oil, that is. Black gold. Texas tea. Well, the next thing see, I am going to sing it all. Kinfolk said, move away from there. Said, California is the place they ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is. Swimming pools, movie stars, thank you very much.